Hey, good morning everyone. Riley Foster, Foster's Custom Steel. I'm in the gallery today. Nice, quiet, I guess Tuesday morning. I think this is the 18th of June, somewhere along in there. It's going to be a toaster today. I think it's supposed to get up to 90, but this is not why I came here. Finished up the Anheuser-Busch table. Turned out really good, cleaned up good. Yeah, this is not why I'm here. Nor is that, and that. Although this has turned out pretty good. A lamp that I did. Has two little LED bulbs up in there. Old school drill. And I like the fact that you can show that the drill still works. And it is a lamp. You plug it up. Really nice little lamp. But what I'm doing here today is I'm going to show you a table that I just finished up this morning. And boy, I tell you, I think it is the best epoxy pour I have poured. Look at this. I'm going to get close-ups. Kind of peel back here and let you check that out. Really turned out great. I was going to do it out in the sunlight, but I think it works pretty good here. I did cobalt blue mix in the epoxy, and you can see how the blue changes. You can hear the floor creaking. Boy, am I getting heavy? No. So it turned out really good. And see, there you don't see much of the blue at all. But when you swing over this way, look at that. That blue just shines through. Have no idea why. It worked out so good, and it filled in all of the Lichtenberg burns. That's nice, flat, level surface. Look at that reflection. Man, are you kidding me? It turned out absolutely beautiful. I'm really pleased with this table. Actually, I guess it's a desk. But see the blue, how the blue shows in, and you just, as you walk around, it changes. Look at that. I am really, really pleased with this thing. All nice steel pipe framing. And I was going to clean all of the epoxy drips off the bottom. I'm not going to. I think that they look pretty cool. Now, some of the epoxy did not run evenly around the edges, but that is 2 coats of Rust-Oleum that I edged the boards with. Actually, it's maple plywood. But there's so many different colors in this table. I have no idea what that is. It's not a bad spot in the plywood. It's just something that stands out now. You can see the reflection. I am really, really pleased with how it turned out. The blue, and it was cobalt blue. When I mixed it in the pail, it was, so dark. But as you can see, it just turned out really good. I don't know what else to say about it. And I'll show you what it takes here in just a minute, what it takes to do this. All right, so I'm on the other side of my little gallery mobile unit. I've hung a tent, it's just painter's plastic, over this table to keep any dust and trash off of that epoxy. You can see beautiful blue. I'm so glad that I didn't go any darker. But inside this pail, look how dark that looks. I mean, that is just, well, cobalt blue is what it's called, and it really stands out as a cobalt blue. But I'll go back in just a minute and we'll get another look at that table before I finish up this video. So I'm really pleased with how it turned out. But it gives you an idea of what it takes to do that epoxy pour and get it. See, I got it hanging from the lights. And get that epoxy to lay flat. And I used the heat gun to bring the bubbles out of it. And I noticed, I'm learning more now, I mixed it a lot better. I made my own little whisk there and run it on the battery drill. And it mixes that epoxy up really good. So I mixed the cobalt blue in with the epoxy before I used the hardener. That way I knew what color it was going to be. And I mixed it really well for like about 4 or 5 minutes with that little mixer that I made for my drill. Guys, it mixed up so creamy and it went on so well. And also, if I can get it loose, I made this out of a regular spatula. You can buy those with the grooves, but I didn't have one, so I just took a file and cut those grooves in it. That made a huge difference because it just distributed the epoxy nice and even, and then it filled in. So, hey, this is a good chance for you guys to reach down there and hit that thumbs up and leave me a comment. And I also wanted to kind of touch base with the people who leave the comments down at the bottom of the video. First of all, thanks very much for your input and your information. And what I'd like for you to do is start including where you're from. Not necessarily your address, but if you're from the United States or around the world or North Carolina, Tennessee, or wherever, surprise me. Let me know where you're from. So hold on one second. I'm going to step back over there and finish up this video. All right, I pulled it out on the floor. I want to be able to go all the way around it. Look at that blue. Isn't that amazing? It changes as you go all the way around. See the difference? Look at that. And I might say that my tree framework looks pretty good too. I don't know when I'm going to, but I drilled a hole here, and I drilled a hole here, and there's a hole in the bottom for wire. And I'm going to do 2 LED bulbs, and hopefully they will be able to shine. I'm going to make them to where they rotate so they shine down on the work surface or up back to the wall, or be able to turn them off and on. But I just cannot get over, look at that. That blue, just amazing. And it was called cobalt blue. I didn't get the name of the mix or the paint itself. It's meant to mix with epoxy. One of my good friends let me borrow some. Good gracious, look at that. I gotta say, I'm pat myself on the back on this one. That is absolutely beautiful. Every angle, the surface came out just, well, smooth as it can be. It's got a beautiful finish. And again, I'm not upset about the fact that the epoxy did not roll over perfect. I'm going to say that it adds character, even though if it does or does not, but I'm going to say it does. I like it. I'm going to leave it as is. Look at that blue. And again, this is just under LED lights in the little gallery. So guys, remember, reach down there and hit me a thumbs up. Give me a comment on this. Let me know what you think. I think it turned out really good. The reflection is just incredible. So give me a like and a share and a comment. Remember, give thanks and have a great day.